What is up, everybody? You are probably noticing the garage and everything looks a little different. It's been a while. I kind of skipped out. I'm really bad at getting YouTube videos, especially since I got to do it all myself. And I'm usually busy fucking fixing my piece of shit cars. So quite some life updates. The E36, the turbo E36, it did end up blowing a head gasket. I don't know if it just blew or if the head lifted. I didn't retorque it after a heat cycle, and that is not ideal. It did last about a year. It didn't look like anything major as well. I have the head gasket. I didn't see any like damage through the head gasket, and I can show you guys. But either way, got a new head gasket on there, just retorqued everything, putting the turbo manifold back on. But you guys missed out on some stuff. I can show you again in the morning. Holy shit, my garage is loud. I'll show you again in the morning, but we have some new additions to the family. This is my new to me 2017 BMW M3. It is a DCT. I got it with 75,000 miles. And I love her. She is great. Light up seats, can't beat it. It is late as fuck right now, so we're gonna try and not do that. As you can see, that's why I'm whispering. As you can see, the E36 has no engine in it. That would be there. And then also I picked up this M3 shell, which I'm very hyped about this. This is coming next. That's the head gasket for the 36. This is going to be a very, very fun project. Full M3, WBS VIN, all that shit. Interior is immaculate. I got this from my buddy. I love it, it's great. I will add maybe the Instagram video if you follow me on Instagram. That's where I post a lot of stuff, so I'm really bad about posting on here. But cylinder 3 was full of coolant. I didn't see, this hood's getting junk, so I don't care. I didn't see any major damage or anything. I think it was just the head studs came loose a little bit, so we got a new head gasket. Okay, close the garage so I can be loud again. I'll show you guys tomorrow as well, if I don't forget. Knowing me, I probably will. But I'm gonna try to take this YouTube stuff a little bit more seriously. A lot has changed in my life. If you do follow me on Instagram, I've recently stopped drinking. I don't smoke weed anymore. I was kind of getting into some bad habits. If you know, you know, and kind of hanging out with the wrong people, doing the wrong things. But we're back, baby, and we are back full-fledged. Like, it is, as you can see, the fucking driveway has leveled up. We're grinding nonstop, so I'm hyped. It gives me fucking goosebumps even just talking about it and thinking about it. For everybody that's been patiently waiting for a new YouTube video and my videos to go up, I appreciate you guys. Every like, comment, everyone on Instagram. My Instagram is 9inch Drift, by the way. Everyone on Instagram, everybody, just all the support, all the love. The car community is fantastic, whether you think that or not. If you're the toxic one, that's probably why you're getting toxic energy, because it is all love over here and we get nothing but love. So that's great. I love you guys. But here, I'll show you kind of what's going on real quick. Yeah. Also, the car caught fire. That's kind of what prompted this. So I'll probably throw a video in right here of the car catching on fire.
Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off.
The steering rack in the E36, when I was pulling this engine, decided the banjo bolts wanted to take the threads with them. So I am not able to thread those in anymore, which is quite sad because that steering rack is like 6 months old. It was brand new rebuilt, so kind of bummed about that. But we're gonna get the purple tag rack in there. Gonna go get it aligned, get the engine back in. And yeah, that's kind of the deal here. The car did catch fire, as you saw in that clip. And that was because the oil line the turbo feed line decided it just wanted to fully unthread itself and fly off while I was drifting. Luckily, not to my knowledge, at least the oil looks clean. There was no engine bearing damage. It didn't even really lose that much oil. So that was great, but it did catch fire. Turbo blanket is no more. So right now we're just finishing up the M50. We're gonna get that back in. I got new gaskets and everything for it. And we're just slowly piecing this John back together. It is my birthday today, April 29th. That's when I'm filming this. So thank you for all the birthday wishes for everybody. I know I've said this on my Instagram, but I love you guys. So I'm done for the night. Head is torqued, everything's good. So we're just gonna call it, you know? It's been a long day and I'm fucking tired. So I might throw the manifold on, might throw the cams in. I don't know, I kind of don't know when to stop. But whatever I do, you guys know you'll see it. All right, day 2, I'm running out of storage. We're gonna make it quick. Trans, clutch, everything going on this. Purple tag rack installed, PBM coupler back on. We're gonna put this fucking engine in right now. Clutch, trans are on. It's ugly right now, but there was a couple brackets, like some airbag shit and some other stuff here. Cut these brackets off. Eventually I'll get them ground down and smooth when I get the car painted. But for now, there was another bracket here just to ease the engine going back in pretty much. But other than that, she is ready to go, as you can see. Hopefully this won't take too long. Once I get this in and I can start buttoning things up, I'll probably move the car out and put the M3 in here. And also how I'm going to, basically, because you have to retorque the head studs after a heat cycle, I was told to not run coolant, let it run just oil for about 5-10 minutes, let it get hot, let it sit, let it cool off, and then go back and retorque them tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to set the turbo next to this just because the oil and the feed line and drain line. But other than that, I'm just gonna run it no coolant at first, retorque those head studs, then we'll finish it up, get everything back on. So that's the plan. After a lot of struggle, she's in. I gotta do trans brace, drive shaft, exhaust, intake manifold, wiring, hook up some vacuum lines, ECU, and then I should be good to run it for a little bit, and then I can do cooling system after. So she runs, you can start. No cooling system. It's probably gonna be loud as fuck. So we have no clutch, so I'm gonna have to just start it in gear. Not ideal. Kind of sketch. That did not work as good as I thought it was going to.
I mean, it did go back.
I could have pushed it this far. Fuck. All right, day 3 or 4 or something. My phone cut off yesterday while we were filming moving the cars around. The M3 is in the garage now. That will be up next. I got to do the cooling system on this guy, and then the clutch is a little soft, so we're gonna bleed it. I checked the fluid, and the fluid itself actually looks really clean. You can see it's like nice and clear. So I don't think it's moisture related. I think it's kind of always been a little soft. So I think whoever bled it before me at some point just didn't do a good job. So we're gonna get that done. I got the car jacked up right now. I have to adjust this tie rod because, as you can see, this is with the steering wheel straight. So this is not okay. I can't even drive it like this. So I'm gonna adjust it out just a little bit just to get it drivable, and then bleed the power steering, fill up the cooling system, put the radiator back on. We're gonna let it heat up, and then I'm gonna let it sit for 24 hours, let it cool all the way back off, pull the valve cover real quick, torque those head studs, and kind of go from there. So hopefully within the next couple of days we should be done. This thing should be driving again. I'm getting it ready for Spirit Peaks Raceway on May 17th. It is currently May 2nd. So we got some shit we gotta do. It shouldn't be too bad. The diff is kind of on its way out as well, but luckily I have some leftover diff fluid from when I had an LSD in this thing, but sadly it started opening up once I started making enough power. So they're, small case things, they don't really last. I'm on my 4th diff, so if that's not indication enough. It's weird, I don't break the 318 axles, but the diffs just fucking explode. So whatever, no big deal. We're gonna get this all buttoned up and get it ready to retorque these head studs. Oh, one more thing, I keep forgetting. My buddy Zanen sold me this Sparco, bucket bracket. I don't know why, English is hard, but we're gonna modify the fuck out of this and put my bucket seat in, which I will go get the bucket seat and show you guys what that looks like, because I am very, very, very excited for this one. It's in my game room, it's a little messy right now, but I have an extra seat too, because one of them was messed up. I think that was the one we wanted, but I have that one too. But it's got my name, 9-inch drift, 9-inch drift. Shit's sick. NRG Prisma Ultra. So that's gonna be awesome, because with the power that I'm making, the stock seats, I'm just the whole time. I'd be leaving drift events with big black bruises on my knees and shit, so that'll be great. Clutch has been bled. You can't really tell because it's in a cup, but the fluid came out essentially black, and it's supposed to be clear. So we got all that goop out, which is nice. I eyeballed it, but fixed the alignment on the wheel. Should be pretty damn close. Should be drivable at least. Now it's just cooling system, and then, I threw the strut brace back on. Cooling system, let it run for a little bit, and then gonna park it. We're gonna go to a barbecue. Yeah. I'll let it sit for the rest of the day after I run it for maybe 5-10 minutes, and then we should be good to go. I'm gonna leave it jacked up because the best way to bleed these is with the front end up and the cooling reservoir as high as possible. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna throw fucking hose water in it for now. We'll drain it out and fix it later after I retorque the head studs. Time to start her. Alright, so it did misfire on startup again. So hopefully the head gasket did seal. If it didn't, that's lame. Then the head might be warped, which I took the chance, it's kind of my fault. But we're gonna let it run for a little bit, warm up, all that shit. kind of go from there. She cleared up real quick though. My guess is potentially extra load since there's coolant and shit in there now. It actually has resistance. So we're just gonna hope it was that. It sounds great now. It would have still been misfiring before. And I don't see any moisture coming out. Oh my God, it's loud. I don't see any moisture coming out of the exhaust. So it's a good start for now. Oh, good morning. Oh my gosh. Day a million. I don't know. I don't remember if I took a video of it or not, but I'm not convinced that this engine is fixed. I think the head is warped. So we're gonna do some slight diag today. And if it doesn't turn out how I'm expecting it to, we're gonna put this cylinder head on it. Not what I was planning on doing, but I'm pretty determined to get to this drift event on the 17th. And the only reason I pulled the engine last time was because the fire that happened, there was just fire extinguisher goop everywhere. And I had to swap steering rack and do some other stuff anyway, so it just made it easier. But I'm definitely not pulling it this time because fuck that. So hopefully it's not cooked, but we're gonna find out. I'm gonna pull a coil pack and a plug out of cylinder 3. I'm convinced it's cylinder 3. And then we're just gonna crank it with no fuel pump and see what happens. Looks all right. So I should be boroscoping this, but I'm lazy. But you see how it looks wet? It's more noticeable in person. Oh my God, I'm shaking. It's more noticeable in person, but we're gonna see what this one looks like. Could be oil, but that to me looks like water. Dry, wet. Dry, wet. Oh my good Lord. Dry, wet, dry. All right, we're driving. It is not overheating. Damn, my hair's crazy style. She hasn't moved 1 degree on temps. I've been driving for about 10 minutes. Granted, I'm driving it nice, but I mean, it's 90 fucking degrees outside and it has an open fucking header. So I mean, in theory, it should overheat. If it was gonna do it, now would be the time. And it drives great, like it feels amazing. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, it was too hot earlier, so we took a break. But as you saw, she was driving great. Her temps were holding good. So we're letting her cool off. We're gonna retorque those head studs. I think I've said that at least 5,000 times. But she's in the garage. We're gonna get it finished up, put the exhaust back on. Ooh, I don't know how to point. Put the exhaust back on. We got all of her intercooler piping, bumpers. I'm gonna take the rear bumper off and I'm going to mold this to it and just get this thing halfway semi-dialed so I can take it to Peaks on the 17th. Obviously it won't be painted. I have E36 skirts I'm gonna throw on. Might look weird with the kit, but it's better than literally nothing. That dude's like, what the fuck? Oh. Sounds like a fucking spaceship, bro. Theory. There we go. That's a fucking thing. Oh shit. Ah! Scary, scary. Oh yeah, it's running lean, that's why. All right, so as you guys saw, it was running like complete ass. BKR70 4644s. These are the only things that go in my cars. We're gonna gap these. These come 0.35. We're gonna set them to like 0.22-ish or 0.25 because we're running pretty high boost. But I think that's why my issue is. If you saw, it was running very lean at partial throttle. Once it kind of skipped past it, it was fine. Very common symptom of fouled out spark plugs, excuse me. So we're gonna gap these, get these in here, and see if she starts and runs a little bit better. Also another fact, you don't want to gap, these ones are chill because they're copper. You don't want to gap iridium ones because the tip on the inside, the electrode has a coating on it, and you will scratch that off and then they will run like shit. And plus they're like 75 times more expensive. So fun fact, just gap copper ones if you need to. You can run these on NA cars, doesn't really matter. Yeah, these are smoked. So I'm gonna throw some freshies in and we should get our idle and our driving back. All right, y'all. Let's see what the Sparkies did. They looked pretty cooked. All right, so now I'm gonna check and see what this looks like after starting it, because I'm not fully convinced that it's okay. Smells okay. It's a little wet in there. Smells okay. Not as wet. All right, we don't know if the head gasket was actually ever bad, low-key, because it wasn't running as you saw. And I turned off the wideband in the ECU, but all I did was unplug the fucking wideband, and now it runs fine. And I know the map's good because I tuned it on a wideband, so I don't really have to worry about that now. But we're gonna give her a lap and see what's going on. It's fixed. What the fuck? All right, so the old wideband was causing problems. We unplugged it and it started working fine. So we're gonna try this new one that I just got. And with it plugged in theory, the engine should rev. We got low standards here. Bing bong. Yeah. All right. Yeah, baby. Oh yeah, she's good. Just for reference, it wasn't the spark plugs, but this is how they were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the engine was overheating previously. The head gasket came out looking fine, like I showed you. Guys, I think the wideband being bad was making it run lean, and that's why it was getting hot. So I think I potentially rebuilt the engine for no reason. But nonetheless, we did it properly. We got head studs torqued properly and did the heat cycle and retorque and all that stuff. So no matter what, this thing should at least last me for all season. So peace of mind has been restored nonetheless. So it's not really a loss. It was $180 for parts and then a couple days of labor and some troubleshooting and some other stuff. So I'm not too mad about it. I'll take it. A win is a win, or a loss is a loss, you know, I guess however you want to see it. But yeah, either way, she runs great now. Who would have thought that the wideband would have fucked it up? I didn't even think to check that. It's been over a year, and I shoot giant flames on limiter. So yeah, and the flames were slowly getting less and less and less as the more and more I drove it. So I think it was leaning itself out, which makes a lot of sense, but that's crazy. But a big plus also was the manifold was cracked and the dump tube was about to snap off. So either way, we got that fixed. And excuse me, and address the leak on my turbo as well. So we'll take it. Big wins. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.